This is my mind. Yum, 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 yum. Yum. All right. ChatGPT was telling me that you want to create videos to help people with suffering, help people who are suffering. And when it comes down to it, at the core of my intentions, that's what I want to do. That's kind of the only thing that's worthwhile for me to do. And it just feels like if I'm not trying to help with the healing of the people, including myself, of course, then I'm not doing what I should be. I've suffered a lot. My mind is constantly causing me suffering. Just anxious thoughts. They rule my mind. They rule me. It doesn't matter what your mind says. It does not matter. The way out of the suffering, the way to freedom, the way to God is acceptance. It's always acceptance. Surrendering to God is accepting everything as it is, every moment. No matter what your mind says, no matter what emotions you're feeling, the way to transcend your mind and your emotions is to accept them. And the paradoxical thing is, once you truly accept, once you truly let go, the suffering that mind, thought, or emotion is causing, it ends. Poof. Anyway, everyone thinks a little differently. And for me, when I was first hearing people say to like watch your thoughts and just sit there and just see what they're saying, it wasn't as simple as that for me, because when I would sit in meditation, I would be trying so hard, but I knew that was missing the point, because the way to peace is not through a hard trying. That just doesn't go together. It's the opposite. It's relinquishing your trying. It's letting go of trying. And so I'm always trying to see what my thoughts are saying, but it became more of an activity of me putting words to the abstract forms going by in my mind, because a lot of the time I don't know what I'm thinking. There's just brain activity, and it's causing different emotional shifts in my body, and a lot of the time, so often, there's tension in my body. And there's resistance to what is. And the mind will make up stories as to what would take away the resistance, or what would bring the happiness. Okay, once I eat this next meal, it's gonna be tasty, and that's what will bring me happiness. And so there's tension if that's not the reality. If I'm not doing if I'm not eating, then there's the resistance. And it's just this constant cycle of suffering, because once I get the food, once I get the objective, and once it's over, there's resistance again. And it's okay, well, what next? And it's always on to the next. Once I make these videos and have 100,000 followers, then I'll be happy. But it's the cycle of samsara. It always brings more suffering. It's a false hope. But the beautiful thing about life, and about the way that God has set it up for us, is that you don't have to do anything. In fact, doing nothing is one of the most powerful practices that there is. That's what meditation is. You don't have to do anything to have peace, because the peace is always here. And I do find peace and glimpses of it in meditation. But it's just, holy shit. That looks cool on camera. I didn't think it would look cool. But holy bro. This is incredible. So I think I've yapped on enough, but